Well, sorry guys about the darkened video here. It's 4:25 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's still Friday the 18th, August 2023. There's a hurricane bearing down on our ass, and it's coming up the pipeline. Needless to say, it's got me concerned. Well, I'm Southern California in the desert region. I mean, why shouldn't it? But this damn thing is coming up the pipeline, and it's scary. They call it Hillary. Right now, it's about a 4 or 5 on a cat. We'd seen hurricanes forming in the southern latitudes and also in the mid latitudes. When they hit the warmer waters, they take off and then they push off. But rarely does it happen where the pressure gradients are at a stage or at a point where the hurricane is coming up the pipeline and going to be going into cooler waters. We in California have had strong El Ninos in the past. I remember winds and remember flooding over the past 45, something like that, years within that period. And we've had winds. I remember having the winds in the 80s and 90s. I remember we having floods left and right. And that was in the city of Los Angeles and in the San Fernando Valley in a bowl. I'm up here in the high desert region. I expect to see maybe some unstable air coming through and going through the inner desert and then giving them hell regarding the lightning and thunder. We may or may not catch it out here. And while the city of Los Angeles is panicking at this point over here, I'm feeling the stress, I'm feeling the strain, and I'm feeling the fear and panic right now on that. The lack of lighting is... I still have a lot of heat outside, so I don't want that to be cooking us in here. I managed to get a few things for supplies, but not much. Water, I got tap water at this point over here as long as it runs. And I've got a filtration unit in the refrigerator. Got to change the filter. But I still have distilled water. I'm trying to fill up the canisters I got right now. And I'll have a few gallons of water with me. As if the power goes off, I still have some blue ice and a couple of made-up ice bags in there. For powdered stuff, you know, I can mix up pancakes if needed. I have to have a heat source to cook them on. If we still have power, that'll be it. Scrambled eggs, dried, refrigerated. I'm not trying to be like an ant or actually a lazy grasshopper idiom here, where I just take it as it comes. Oh well, man, I'll struggle and survival like crazy. No, because I hear during this time everyone's freaking and panicking. Not here in Antelope Valley, at least not as much. That may or may not. But this has me concerned, especially when I saw this storm system coming through the pipeline, and it's going to hit us. I'm not exactly liking the whole damn thing in the first place. I'd seen what the satellite or the infrared Dopplers looked like, but this is, yeah, not that I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really, really not looking forward to this. I mean, they're talking about it like crazy, and I'm wondering whether or not we should have been freaking out as much. And I'm trying not to freak out as much. I mean, it is a hell of a hurricane coming up the pipeline. Satellite looks at it as a big, strong thing coming up. A few hours old, but it still looks uglier than crap. And I'm not exactly happy with this damn thing either. Because I'm looking at this monster coming up. Now, what protects California, as I said before, we have the Alaskan currents coming down from the north. It saps out the strength where it's not a Cat 1. It may turn into a tropical storm or a depression. 30 to 50 miles an hour wind. That beats 100 miles an hour. If we happen to get into 100-mile winds, I don't think we're going to be able to deal with that kind of crap. But we would have to be in the waters would have to be warm enough to maintain the energy level that the storm's going to need in order to nail our ass out here. Yeah, I'm having a conniption fit over this damn thing. I'm having a conniption fit over this thing. Because this damn thing is scarier than crap. It ought to be scarier than crap. It has to be scarier than crap because we're dealing with something that's scarier than crap. And I'm not quite sure how to deal with it. I haven't been in a hurricane situation. I've been in areas where we've actually had something like El Niños, where we had the wind, we had the rain, and we had things that scared the living crap out of us at this point over here. Now, how the hell am I supposed to be able to deal with it? Somebody ought to tell me about that one there. There's only so much that we can prepare for this thing, you know? There's only so much we can do about this thing. And it's scaring the living crap out of us left and right. Now, they're talking about things that we could be getting affected by Hillary. I'm watching KTLA. I got the sound down right now. Coastal surge is one thing they got to worry about. Flooding in the streets where it's low-lying areas. And if the rainfall is consistent, I mean really consistent, not light, but heavy, we will get flooding streets in different portions of Southern California, not to mention the San Fernando Valley. But out here in the desert is what I'm worried about. See whether or not we're going to get floods or not. We haven't had that many fires out here over the time, so it's... I don't know. I'm just a little bit nervous about this whole shit. That's all I am. We're clear right now. We seem to have no issue. And in the morning, we may come across where we're going to be okay. I hope. Because if we're not, we're in trouble. And I'm not quite sure how to deal with this one. I could probably hear the politicians going crazy at this point and saying, well, look at this situation. It's all the other person's fault. And I can just cringe at that. I can just cringe at that crap. And what scares the hell out of me is understanding what we're in for. And it's getting to me. It's getting to me. Right now, we don't have the issue, but it's coming. I'm supposed to be okay about this one, but I'm not. It's one thing dealing with heat and humidity and trying to deal with that situation, but this, I'm not quite sure how to handle the damn thing in the first place. Right now, I'm logging into Edison and seeing what they have ready for the hurricane crap, because I'm really not ready for this damn shit. I'm really not. And oh fuck, I can't even get into Edison now. Terrific. I got a battle with networks today. This is going to be a hell of a day, ain't it?